I survived. It's rare the strongest will survive. It's more like the strongest is whoever ends up surviving. This is one of the world's absolute truths. Make my way back to my room. For whatever reason, Ion's lower body is back to human form, and she's sitting still with her lower body completely uncovered. I closed the door! Am I seeing things? Open it once more. Ion really is sitting vacantly with her lower body in human form. Our eyes meet. Ion's face flushes little by little. Oh, the tears from her eyes. I shut the door again. I'm seeing things, right? Don't open it again. No. I open it up again. Ion looks at me vacantly with her body back to mermaid form once more. I've been seeing things after all of them. Ion. This was the right route. I chose correctly. Maybe? It could still lead to the bad ending, I suppose. Did your lower body return to normal a moment ago?
You're seeing things.
But I checked twice.
You're seeing things. You are seeing things.
Oh, okay. Okay then. Ow. I see. Anyway, let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. It's getting dark. While the earth has had its eyes on the sun all day long, it's now turning its back on it, as if throwing love to the wayside. Meanwhile, the sun shoots a faint glance at the moon, who has gone neglecting over the daytime. With nothing more than the illumination of the sun, the moonlight gleams on the leaves of the trees. I space out in deep thought in the yard. Such beautiful music. I forgot how pretty it is. It's because Ion suddenly asked me to step outside for a second. To think she's kicking out the owner of the house. What could she be trying to do? In the end, Ion hasn't shown any abnormal signs since that day. From her tail that knocks stuff over when moving, to the scales that drop on the seat cushions and the futon, everything is perfectly normal and not a thing out of the ordinary. In any case, yeah, that's right. Nothing out of the ordinary. Rationally speaking, there's no reason for me to feel so uneasy right now. So why am I so worried about Ion regardless? It's peculiar. There should be no reason for me to be worrying as much as I am, yet here I am. I mean, even Ion herself assured me that she's fine too. Why am I so darn concerned then? Could it possibly be that scientific phenomenon known as parental affection? That'd be weird. Where humans find themselves in a situation where they don't know how to handle things, they acquire a sense of uneasiness. In other words, I'm dealing with a situation where I'm unsure of how to handle things this very moment. What am I unsure of, you ask? Why, mermaid ecology, of course. Yes, I know nothing about mermaid lives, so Ion is a cause of worry right now. Of worry. It's not recorded in any book, nor have I heard of it anywhere else. The web wouldn't believe it either. You can forget looking up an essay on it, too. The only thing I can believe are the facts that I've seen for myself, although it's far too unreasonable to generalize all mermaids as being one way or another just because I've watched how Ion and Pitaco behave. There are currently 2 mermaids in this village, despite them going undiscovered for all this time. How many mermaids actually live across the entire world? Is it safe to just assume all mermaids act like this, just based on Ion and Patako's quirks? In fact, it's pretty hard to even find any common ground between these two in the first place. Common ground between Ion and Patako, huh? They both live in the water. Sometimes they live on land as well. They're good at swimming. That's about it. No matter how you cut it, those are just the features of an amphibious animal. This is pointless. My research isn't making any progress. Ah, yes, amphibious animal. That doesn't necessarily mean they're amphibians. The crocodiles are amphibious. Alligators. Turtles. Not tortoises. Weirdly enough, despite being the turtle family. Or whatever their family's called. They would sink like a rock. They are completely land-based creatures. Oh, that reminds me! They do have common ground in one more respect. Both of them are girls. Oh yes, new merman. Interesting. No, this isn't very useful either, is it? If the rule states that only girls can become mermaids, then it would be a fine discovery in its own right. But, well, I mean, technically speaking, that should be the case because mermaid, like maiden, versus merman. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. But producing that result simply based on my observation of those two is something that goes against my policies. I wish either Ion or Patako would give me some information. I guess this is as far as a student of the sciences with only survey knowledge of anything outside this field expertise goes. However, take the effect of visual contamination caused by a male mermaid. Wait, what? Take the effects of visual contamination caused by a male mermaid, along with the fact that male mermaids don't show up in any legends across the world. That's not true. Just like mermaids, there's mermen in the earliest known tales of mer folks in ancient Sumerian. Is it Dagon? The god of the sea back then was a merman and ruler of mer peoples. And then Poseidon himself from Greek mythology ruled over mer people. I believe his son... Is it Neptune? No, Neptune's his Roman name. Duh! No, wait. What are the planets? Yes, Neptune is a planet. That is his Roman name. Triton! Jesus, why was I confusing those? Triton is his son's name. His child with his wife. His goddess wife. He had various other children. Is Orion his demigod son? I think he might be. Something like that. The hypothesis of only girls can be mermaids might have some hypothetical merit. Does this mean girls have something in them that allows them to turn into mermaids? Boobs. I'm sorry. Couldn't resist. Boobs! Boobs allow you to turn into mermaids. Oh my god. They're flotation devices. Oh my god, I'm such a child. They're flotation devices. God, oh god. I wouldn't be surprised if no one watches this. Oh my god. No one. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Is there some quality they share? After 10 minutes, I find myself thinking about this difficult, complex, and annoying problem that no amount of research worldwide could possibly solve. Over the whole mermaid ecology dilemma. What exactly are girls anyway? The female? Feminine? Of the opposite gender? Ines isn't around when I go back to the house. I can hear water running, so it seems she's taking a shower or something. A bath? I don't imagine it being easy for her to shower. Oh! I assume that reason she kicked me out of the house was because she's taking a shower. What? What the heck? She clearly has her change of clothes all laid out. Underneath them is... it's possibly... Okay, stop paying it any mind. She Doesn't normally wear underwear anyway, right? Yeah, baby. Calm down. Now is no time to sink my genetic focus and inquiring mind into this matter. No, just how do mermaids shower anyway? If you're a mermaid that can basically breathe underwater, you can also just fill a bathtub, soak in it, and clean your body that way. In which case, is it safe to say that the way mermaids maintain their hygiene differs from the way humans do it? Can they afford to scrub their scales parts all that hard? It's bugging me. It's bugging me a lot. It's absolutely bugging me. Oh, it's so bugging me. Man, and I could get a nice solution if I open the door to the shower that Ian is in right now, too. Well, in that case... You idiot. Yeah, I've made up my mind and on a course of action. I call myself and go out to the yard once more. The yard has a single persimmon... I said that correct through the majority. Why'd I flub the end? Persimmon tree growing in it. God, I'm tired. I stand in front of that tree and I ran my head into it. I almost did something terrible back there. I shouldn't give in to split-second impulses. If I didn't have the composed brain of a man of science, I'm positive that I would be unable to cope with this situation. I'd be peeking into Ion's shower scene from the window by now. If I did that, steam would have immediately fogged up my glasses, preventing me from seeing what I wanted to see as Ion's tail whacked me, sending me on a flight across the sky. Either that or I would have been able to see, got whacked by her tail anyway, and had my memory wiped clean. Whew! Thank you, science. Thank you, my sense of reason. And most of all, thank you, my wild instincts, that were able to foresee a situation in which I could get tail whacked through assessing several situations in the past. Grateful for everything, I head back inside the house. This is... Yeah. Not sure if she couldn't dry it off because of her scales or she just plain forgot to dry off. Feel like I've mentioned this in the past, but the combination of polyester and H2O doesn't really... Yeah, you should already know that she doesn't necessarily have, well, at least not a bra. I mean, I guess I can't speak if she has other underwear. I go back into the yard and slam my head into the tree. My face looks like that of a warrior who just ran through a battlefield. Blood runs from my forehead. The swelling I got from the swelling I got from getting busted up last time hasn't abated yet either. That reminds me, I don't think I've ever suffered an injury from getting whacked by Ion. I guess Ion is more of a tail technician than I would have expected. Or maybe it's just not leaving any external wounds and my insides are already a wreck.
Hiroto.
Ion comes scuttling in. Seems the water vapor has cleared up by now. Huh?
もしかしてね。
Ah, that was weird. My leg got all pain in each.
Could it possibly be that?
Ion hesitantly tries to ask me a question. What's up?
殴られるの好き? You like being hit?
Not at all! She's basically asking me whether I'm a masochist? That's a straight ball right on the inside corner. Did Rinson teach you that?
聞く.
That lousy priestess rotting a mermaid's brain like that. Steps need to be taken. I have reason for why I can't avoid getting injured so often. You see, there are times when a man can't just run away, so getting banged up here and there is just a natural byproduct of that. Whoops, I didn't mean to skip that. What you'd call being, battle scarred. Wounds brought about by not running when you want to run should be, in fact, celebrated as a symbol of masculine beauty.
やっぱり殴られるの好き? So you do like getting hit?
I don't. I absolutely don't. So put down that tail. I don't. I really don't. The possibility that I don't is high. I form a hypothesis as to why I don't. Ion looks flabbergasted. This isn't going to do. The reason why the preferences of the mermaids in this village are so abnormal is because that priestess that's been taking care of mermaids is so abnormal. Next time I see them, I'm going to need to prep myself to deal with them somehow. Didn't help that I left there with the general mood being the way it was. I rode around the house starting to search for some necessary items for my talk with this incredibly combat-capable priestess. The phone book. A few seat cushions. Ooh, maybe I should just tuck a hard wooden planks or something down my shirt. Unfortunately, I don't have anything like a bike helmet around here. I think that I have to get all this stuff prepared just to have a discussion with someone else. They're practically a human weapon. That law needs to be to regulate them, for crying out loud. Okay, I feel I'm moderately prepared now. Yep, I prepped myself the best I can, but climbing this mountain is going to be tough. Sorry so late at night, too. Also, you may well know, the mountains at the back of my hometown house are one big primeval forest. So it's safe to say that cutting through this tremendous field in the dead of night to strike a peaceful deal with the last boss, i.e. the priestess, is going to be an extremely difficult mission to uphold. Climbing a mountain so late at night is a bit awkward. But even so, I don't think that heading to bed without doing anything in this situation is the right course of action either. I'll try looking to see if I have anything more usable laying around. I search around until I discover a blue and shiny flat object. It's stuck to my key. Is this? Ah, it's Iron's scale. Remember, she made them into a keychain before. Let's just put this away for the time being. I don't have any use for it at this moment. Iron comes sliding on up to me. She has an inquisitive look on her face. They're your scales. She seemed to be in shock. How come? Is it really all that shocking that I still have this? She was the one who gave it to me and told me not to get rid of it. What's wrong, Ion? Ion draws back. Wait a second! Hey! Why though? While scientifically valid that going around with a key holder made from your own scales is skin-crawlingly off-putting and perverse, you are the one who gave it to me! You gave it to me, didn't you? You spent all that effort making this a keychain, didn't you? So what the heck am I supposed to do when you react like that? Despite the fact that you gave this to me!
Hentai.
Pervert! No, I'm not!
Hentai.
Pervert! No, you gave this to me! So you're actually the pervert here! No, I'm not expression. Don't speak with your facial expression. Also, you gave me this. Pathetic person expression. I'm not pathetic, stop it! Hey, your mental eek is plain as day. Blame continues for a bit. Even though Ion gave me these scales, Ion insists that she has no recollection of doing so. Also, when I try accurately depicting when I got the scales to her,
あげようとは思ってたけど。Well, I thought of giving them to you.
huh? This is her response. She doesn't seem to be trying to crack a joke, and she has no reason to be obstinate over this matter, which means she apparently really doesn't remember. Why? Why is she suddenly forgetting this? Wait. Ryan's expression strains subtly.
ヒロト、私。Yuruto, I。鱗をあげても記憶が。Even if I did give my skills, I don't recall ever.
Don't say it. Hold my hand out to stop Ion. I then hold on to the sides of Ion's face and look her in the eyes. Seen Ion act like this before and know how it turns out.
ヒロト。
You're probably really tired right now. You should hurry on to bed.
ヒロト、私。Yuruto, I。
Bedtime, come on, okay. Did I pick her up? I lift Ion princess style in my arms, carry her to the futon, and roll her up in it. Some mental confusion might be to blame, but after a slight bit of floundering around, Ion quiets down and goes to sleep. That's almost ended up just like earlier today. Well, I'm sure I could have gotten her to sleep anyway. Aren't you supposed to bathe her in water when that happens? That's what the priestess had to do! Go out to the yard. The snow white moon shows itself atop the pitch black mountain. The country night is quiet, dark, and concealed. I sit down on the slightly damp stairs. My head is so muddled up. Think. What's going on with Ion right now? What is it I should be doing right now? Ion continues to experience these abnormal phenomena. Pitako doesn't know a thing. Rin-san wouldn't tell me a thing. There's also the impossible phenomenon of humans turning into mermaids in the first place. All of this I'm clueless to. Worry spreads throughout my mind. Now what should I do? What should I be doing right now? Should I just keep where I am and do nothing? Is it really okay for me to let Ion go on like this? Why on earth am I so worried? The reason I'm so worried is... for the past few days, I've been getting any sufficient hints? No basis for anything, no regulations for anything, no proof for anything. I'm wrapped up in an unpleasant certainty that I might be staring at my final chance. I don't know. I don't have enough info. Man, what have I even been doing with these mermaids for the past 5 days? Really? It's been 5 days? Oh, okay. I don't know a thing in regarding to mermaids. Did I misread that? That seemed weird. Thinking about it, Ion hasn't been speaking much at all, and Pitako hasn't been thinking about anything. I do think that Rin-san knows something, though. I don't know. Since long ago, the moon has been treated differently in Eastern and Western cultures, where you have something that is plopped there in the dark night sky that isn't nearly as bright as the sun. It's bound to have people who either love it or hate it. Anyway, in the West, the moon is often taken in a negative light, and a positive light, while in the East, kind of like dragons. Really, though? I can't think of instances where the moon's seen as evil. The goddess that falls in love with Orion isn't evil. Artemis. No. Yes? Not Aphrodite. That's the goddess of love. God, I'm tired. Can't even remember my fun facts and mythology lessons. But I do know that, yeah, the Japanese and Chinese beliefs deeply respect and love the moon. Legends of moon rabbits and stuff and suches and things. Though, incidentally, nowadays it's a symbol of lunacy. Was that a pun? Did you just make a pun? Also,